When you struggle with rejection sensitivity, the struggle happens on many different levels, but one very central level is your emotions, how it affects your heart. And so overcoming rejection sensitivity means we need to help you to get to the heart of the matter, if it will, to get to know your emotions, be able to label them, and then be able to have the experience of them. So to begin with, labeling your emotions. When you're aware that you're struggling with rejection, you want to ask yourself, what am I feeling? And it can be a whole lot of emotions. You might feel sad, hurt, angry, anxious, and the list goes on and on. Some of those emotions may conflict with each other. For instance, it's relatively common for people when they're struggling with rejection, they might feel hurt and angry along with feeling love and caring for the person who they think is rejecting them, right? So that's a real conflict inside. You want to be aware if your emotions are conflicting and allow the space to be aware of both sides. In addition, when you're having emotions, there's sometimes a combination of emotion and thought, kind of put together. I sometimes call that emotional thinking. So for instance, if you feel betrayed, that's really kind of an emotional thought. It's a combination. It's maybe feeling hurt and angry, along with the belief that someone is rejecting you or pushing you away or maybe being critical of you. Combination of those things. So again, we're asking ourselves, what am I feeling? You want to list all the feelings. If you come up blank, you just don't know, maybe you're in a swirl, you're overwhelmed, then it can be helpful to look at a list of emotions. And you might find one by just going on the internet and Googling like emotions or list of emotions. You can also look in the back of my book, Bouncing Back from Rejection. And I have a list of emotions. And you go through and you read each emotion and you kind of think, am I feeling that? Do I resonate with that? And this way you come up with your list. Once you know what your emotions are, then you want to be able to sit with them, be able to kind of embody them. There's a difference between feeling sad and just kind of knowing you're sad. So we want to drop into the feeling of it. You'll find that as you try to stay with the feeling, your mind might wander, kind of go off to other things. Sometimes it might start to spiral out. Bring back your attention to the emotion. It often helps to just pick one of the emotions and focus on one at a time to stay with the emotion. Very often what you'll find is that the emotion lessens. Sometimes it might intensify a bit, but if you ride it out, it'll kind of lessen a bit. You're going to stay with the emotion until you not only know your emotions, but you have the experience of them. And then you will be adding to this as you move forward in recovery, if you will. You'll be adding to it your sensations, your thoughts, being aware of what your actions are and how they play in, because we're wanting to enrich your awareness of your rejection sensitivity. As you do that, you'll be able to have more empathy for yourself, you can develop more compassion for what you're going through, and you can help yourself overcome your rejection sensitivity.